Fat Guys and Sci-Fi. Hey, man, we just watched The Thing, 1982's John Carpenter's movie. And I got to say, guys, it was my first time watching it. And actually, before we even do that, let's do introductions. You can call me Big Willie.
Sick Vic.
Laid back Kenny.
Big Earl.
Okay, hell yeah, Earl. Hell yeah, Kenny. Hell yeah, Sick Vic. All right, guys. I just thought, what was your impressions of that movie? Holy snaps.
All right. So, look, I'm just going to say, all right, the Norwegian, all right, excellent acting, all right. He just, he really killed that part.
He did bring it home for the movie.
I mean, being able to lay there and be covered up by a sheet without popping a boner or chuckling, what do you do? Go to Juilliard?
The acting he did was a fantastic actor. Terrible shot. Terrible fucking shot.
Can you imagine being in a movie and the only thing people see is your feet?
Look, Mom, I'm right there.
Oh, she's going to be like,
so happy for me.
yeah. Oh, that's my son. That's my son right there.
That's my son's feet right there.
He's a famous actor. His feet have been in lots of other things, okay?
Yeah.
There was a flip-flop commercial, all right?
You could actually see his toes in that one.
Oh, yeah.
This one he had boots on, but more tastefully.
So, I'm pretty sure he did another movie, The Norwegian, where he probably had, like, an anklet or something on,
Yeah.
His big break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude. He
The
probably,
tough acted commercials.
Oh, right. Medicated Gold Bond's foot powder.
Yeah, dude, you landed it.
It'll get rid of the thing.
Yeah.
The thing.
Fuck yeah.
Aside from the Norwegian, all right. Look, I disagree with the dogs.
Okay.
Most definitely, they should have let the dogs run free.
Sure.
But that one guy, man, that guy's a bad guy. He killed the dog. He put the axe through the dog's neck.
Yeah.
That wasn't okay.
100% murdered an animal,
God.
Ugh,
It was the 80s, right?
Yeah. It was the start of the 80s. The extra brutal time, dude.
Dude, the crack epidemic was just getting going.
Yeah.
Reagan was barely entering his first term, if he had even been elected at all yet.
Yep. They didn't ban lead yet. Lead or asbestos.
Don't know who you could trust.
Yeah. You don't know who you can trust.
I think we need to get a couple of saucers of blood out here, guys.
Yep. All right, somebody go
Thank you,
get the
Kenny.
Petri dishes. I'm going to go grab the razor blade.
Okay.
I'll stay here. I will stay here with Will.
Nah.
And not assimilate him.
Yeah.
I don't trust him.
I don't know. I think Will here is kind of sus.
No,
Not
guys.
sus, bro.
No, guys.
Well, it's us, man.
No.
Look at him.
Ugh.
See, all defensive and whatnot.
Oh, my hair's falling out. Oh, no.
That's a sign.
Ejected
That's
in
one of
his
the
face.
Simpsons. It does seem that there's a snowstorm coming, so we might be able to reenact this movie for real.
God damn, dude.
All right, so whose house is getting blown up?
Oh, man. I got it. I'm insured for 180.
Yeah, I said I'll collect
All right,
that.
all right,
I'll
all right.
collect that paycheck.
We'll blow up your garage, okay?
Okay, hell yeah.
All right, let me throw the full coverage insurance back on my car. I'd say let's do my sheds, but they're not insured.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
But the movie was pretty good. I did like the movie. It was slow in parts and stuff,
yeah.
but I think that's just the
Older sci-fi.
It's incredible. Like,
Yeah.
how did he manage to build an entire freaking spaceship in like he was only in that shit. Like, not only did he dig an entire secret lab underneath.
I think the movie,
Right,
by the
because-
time he was locked in there, would have been 2 days.
yeah.
But that's still a lot,
48
though.
hours.
I mean,
It is
where
a lot.
did he put all the snow and ice?
How did he get out that workbench down? Is my question.
The
Yeah.
cut and fill, dude. Yeah.
Dude.
If the audience don't know, is the doctor was locked in the shed for maybe 2 days at most, but they found out how he escaped was he dug underneath
into the ice.
Into the ice. I mean, he did pretty damn good. He's Shawshank's Redemption. That shit.
I mean, dude.
Human Minecraft, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, like he built an entire spaceship.
Shit.
Like there was walking around room. All right, it wasn't just like a little
and they
thing.
just blow it up.
Like his underground lab was bigger than the shed they locked him in.
Yeah.
It looked nicer too.
Yeah.
I'm amazed it supported. Didn't cave
I
in.
was actually just kind of surprised because they showed that he made a noose and stuff, and I was fully expecting that when they went to investigate and see how he was doing, they would just find him hanging there.
Yeah.
I think that noose was a red herring right there.
That was a good misdirection. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, totally.
That was.
I mean, it was even sent in when he talked through that window slat. And stuff.
Yeah.
It was like almost dead center of the screen, so it draws your eyes right to it. So I figured, oh, he's a goner. He's hanging himself.
Yep. I
You
mean,
know- oh, go ahead.
he just wanted back in, guys. He's okay now. If there was something wrong with him, it's gone, and he's better.
Yeah, just ignore the noose that I was planning to hang myself with. I'm fine. I'm totally
Mentally
fine.
stable, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just staring at that noose woke me up.
Yeah, dude. It's
So
so.
so much to live for now.
Yeah.
The shack, a secret base.
That's
Yeah.
Dude, the
my
secret-
makeshift aircraft, or was it gonna fly, or was it meant to just hover, or just to trek across?
I think. Well, I mean, like that thing assimilates items, right? Like
No,
Yeah.
people and stuff like that, and
Yeah.
replicates.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's intelligent enough to like actually build anything.
Well, it's got to be right because
Yeah.
I mean,
It came
like,
from a spaceship, so was it the organism on the was it something trapped on the spaceship, or was it the one that was flying the spaceship? Because you see that big
Yeah.
mothership in that one scene at the very beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, right. That begs a very good question.
Maybe the aliens got attacked first, then they landed on Earth.
Crash landed because they were all.
And does it also assimilate information?
Okay, yeah. Maybe he doesn't have 100% perfect information because I don't see how you can make a. I mean, it is a movie, but I don't see how it could make a spaceship out of 1982 helicopter parts.
But it was highly intelligent. Like towards the end,
Yeah.
when they wired up all that dynamite, it went straight for the dynamite stick or the
Yeah.
lever and pulled it in, and it also went after the blood before they even figured out, hey, let's use the blood test.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was already ahead of it.
Yeah.
Got rid of the blood.
It's true.
So is it like a hive mind situation? Because it was all just one monster, or just like a bunch of different monsters happening at once in that movie? Because it replicates that way.
Maybe it's kind of like an octopus. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
Like loses like a leg.
Yeah.
That leg is still like defending itself.
Yeah.
Or kind of like a lizard with its tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. It could be just multiple. Well, it seemed like multiple. Cause
They
there was
burned it multiple times. They burned the corpses. They killed it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
Well, that
every
one
time,
that
every
popped
time
out.
though, it already kind of jumped to another thing,
Yeah.
right? Like it seems like any contact with the blood
Yeah.
would get you, or with the fluids.
Yeah. 100%. I mean that knife scene.
It is. That makes sense.
I mean that knife scene though.
Yeah.
Where they start cutting their hands and all that stuff. They didn't really sterilize that knife.
Well, no, but he wiped it on his jeans.
Yeah.
It was
Okay.
the 80s.
Oh, okay, that's
That-
clean
yeah,
enough.
we're-
And I
in the
mean,
80s.
AIDS wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah, that's
So it
true.
wasn't around.
It was
Yeah.
back in the day when the human body, all you had to do was spit and put dirt on it, and it cleaned.
Yeah.
It's true.
No antibiotic resistance.
Yeah.
It was
They don't got
Different
time to
times.
bleed back then.
It was
Yeah.
post pill, pre AIDS. It was a magical time.
Mm-hmm.
A shot cure. I'm gonna be immature. Okay. But yeah, man, fucking
the I did like the kind of like the body horror. It's not the best body horror I've seen. That goes to
I think
didn't John Carpenter make The Fly also?
Google.
the one. Yeah, Google it real fast.
Because
I got that movie too somewhere.
Dude, John Carpenter's the shit. I don't know what he looks like. I just know he's a fucking
He kind
genius.
of looks like a schemy, crazy old man, kind of like Rob Zombie, but more of a Jufro.
Okay.
let's see.
Makes any sense?
Yeah. He would be an old man, huh?
Like,
Dude, that
he's
film
super
was-
old now.
Yeah.
That was
See.
1984.
40 years ago.
No, the director was David Cronenberg. Oh, I guess it would make sure because I heard on the Rick and Morty that Cronenberg. Oh, this is a Cronenberg. So yeah, I guess that made sense. Cronenberg, but yeah, that one has good body horror. We should try to see that.
I do
one.
think that movie did kind of set the tone for like body horror movies.
Okay.
But yeah, but still, the body horror on it was.
What was your favorite body horror part?
It would have to have been that when he's on the slab and
The stomach,
the
teeth.
stomach, yeah, the teeth, and
Yeah.
then they're busy burning, and the head is just trying to slowly detach from its body, and it's like screaming and stuff, and
All the green like stuff just ripping off
yeah,
through the neck.
that was gnarly.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, guys.
That was a pretty cool scene.
It was.
And then it just kind of like tries to sneak out of the room, and they're all just.
Oh
like,
yeah,
It-
David,
it's
like,
kinda
you
like-
look.
Yeah, it was hilarious. You see it in the background just walking, and then Kurt Russell's still staring, but you see the other two guys, Keith David, just kind of like slowly watching it go into the doorway, and then Kurt Russell turns around and it's just standing there going, "Blah, hi guys, what's up?" And then,
And that's why I couldn't build a spaceship.
I mean, I will say, okay, The Thing was really ahead of its time. It was a very progressive movie.
Yeah.
Not before or since then, with the exception of maybe that movie Evolution with Orlando Jones,
Yeah.
right? There was two black guys in this movie, and neither one of them died first.
They survive. That's right.
Yeah,
Till
yeah,
the
yeah.
end.
Both of them survived till the end. Granted, one of them did die.
yeah, but
But-
I know people have made arguments and discussed about which one of those, either Keith David or Kurt Russell lived, or which one's the actual Thing, because it's hinted that one of them is the Thing. I think it is Keith David who played as Child.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think because of the clear
Gargoyles?
fact. Oh, Gargoyles. Good show. But no, it's because they're out in the cold, and Kurt Russell's character is. You can see the vape stuff, his breathing, and he's breathing heavily. So is Keith David, but you don't really see that. You
Yeah.
don't see it. So I'm not. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
maybe he's not actually breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That
yeah.
could be the.
No, and it was very sus when he says, "Oh yeah, I saw him run by, and I went to go try to get him."
But lost him in the snow.
Yeah. He's sus.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Maybe that doctor or whatever managed to get away and then froze again,
Yeah.
waiting for other rescue teams to,
Yeah.
in the future, dig it out and start the whole process again.
Okay. That's okay. That's a good theory. How do you think they got McCready's underwear though?
It wasn't his underwear.
Oh,
it
was
his,
it?
It was, I think, his.
Long Johns?
No,
Well,
I think it was his jacket.
part of his jacket.
Something
Oh,
happened off
shit.
screen with him. That one black character he ran to the building, and McCready wasn't there with them. So something happened outside of that because they got separated.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Well, he did say.
I thought there was Long Johns. My bad.
Well, they made mention of long johns.
They had a
'cause
pair
it
of
was like-
underwear.
Yeah, it was like it's somebody's long johns, but the tag is ripped off. And it kind of begs the question, like, do you not recognize your own freaking underwear?
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I mean, like obviously everybody's gonna say, "Oh, these aren't my underwear." You know what I mean?
That's a good point.
But
I mean,
there's got to be a test, right? Because like not all those guys were the same size.
yeah.
Number one.
Medium,
And,
short, medium,
you know,
long.
Yeah. You know, it's kind of like you ever been with a lady with a real big ass and she
have.
takes her pants off? You know those pants kind of take the shape of her ass and hips, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, like it's safe to like if you were to put on my underwear,
Yeah.
they're gonna fit you funny because like my body is stretching the fabric to my nuts and my butt.
Yeah.
You know? So like,
My-
I mean, a simple test that could have been in this movie a lot sooner would have simply been like, hey, the glass slipper, we're all trying on the underwear.
I think the underwear was before they started speculating.
Oh yeah.
Well, it was right at the beginning. It was right at the
Yeah,
beginning when
it-
they were speculating.
No, it was because
'Cause he was like,
the
we
guy
don't know who
threw
they
the underwear.
belong to.
Well, he grabbed the underwear and threw it out because it was in his cafeteria, though. He said, "Stop pulling up your underwear in the damn kitchen." And he throws it down
Oh.
to the trash.
Okay.
Because it wasn't Keith David, but the other black character who was thrown into the underwear.
Okay. See, I didn't even catch that.
I
just
didn't
thought-
catch that part.
I remember him tossing and saying
It's
that,
a
but
trash can.
I didn't connect that. But yeah, but the thing was though, when we're going back to where the guy said he found McCready's thing hanging or whatever,
Yeah.
they would have only been gone for, I would think, maybe 10 minutes, and it was the broad
Well,
daylight.
I mean,
but
it
became
seems
dark.
it doesn't even seem they were out there for 2 days.
No.
They were only out there for a day, right? Like they got shot at by the helicopter, where they followed the helicopter, right? And then they brought everything back, or I believe they maybe went the next day.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, they went the next day.
So this whole movie takes place over like a 2-day period.
Well, it went from like the summer to the winter, right? Because isn't it
Yeah.
like light 6 months out of the year in Antarctica, and then dark 6 months out of the other side? You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know. I thought that was Alaska.
Yeah, but isn't Antarctica the same thing? Because it's like way down south.
I got to be honest with you, man. You're the Antarctica expert. I'll take your word for it.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I know that you can get to a certain part in the south where you can actually see that the sun doesn't really hit the horizon and it just comes up the other.
Does a circle? It did that in
Does a
Alaska. It did that in Alaska too. It would just do a circle. You know?
Huh.
I mean, I don't know. I heard that, in Antarctica, there's like an ice wall that if you get too close, the government will come and tell you to turn around.
Oh, nice.
So, like, maybe that's what, they're,
Based on a true
conspiracy
story.
theorists always say, Hollywood tells us exactly what they're up to. So maybe Antarctica is really full of aliens.
yeah. And then satellites aren't real. Those are just UFOs.
Yeah.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Is it though?
It's a joke. It's a joke for me.
I mean, you used to work for the government.
I used to work
That's
for
true. You
know?
for the government.
I mean,
boy.
You know,
he's the one that hasn't cut his thumb in the petri dish yet.
No,
it's
yeah.
true.
So, what's going on here, Will?
Guys.
The rest of us cut our thumbs.
Well, that's just
You
because
burned
you were
everything.
making
Why haven't you
jerky.
done it, Will?
I'm a little more careful, and I value safety, which they did in that movie. We'll point that out.
Get a fresh knife.
Yeah, no, I'm good. No, I just meant like with the shotgun too. Like he was flagging his buddy in that shotgun scene.
Yeah.
Almost the whole movie, you're like, man, that guy with the shotgun.
Yeah.
Back then, they're tough. They don't need no discipline. They knew how to fire a firearm.
I mean, the flagging your buddy, the muzzle safety. Flagging your buddy is where you point a loaded
Do
firearm.
they know how to
against-
fire their firearms? I mean, that scene where they're just shooting the dog in the kennel, Winter Monster was transforming.
You think they could have took care of it, just aimed?
Yeah.
They fired a lot of bullets, but they knew how to fire a gun. They were Americans.
I don't know, man. They still got out of there and still survived.
That's true. They didn't really go in their history too much. I mean, some of them might have served in the military, but even then, like being able to shoot well under stress, that takes a lot. You know,
Yeah.
that takes a lot of practice, I assume.
Well,
So-
I mean the shotgun. What was it, like buckshot, or was it slugs coming out?
It's
of it?
it's
Seems slug.
I feel like it was slugs too, but I mean, like, definitely, if we ever go to Antarctica, we need to take some buckshot with us.
Okay, nice spread.
All right. I mean, you know, do you want to kill it or piss it off? Buckshot, birdshot, right?
Bird shot it.
No, birdshot's just gonna piss it off.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but you
even
just pepper.
humans can survive getting hit with a bird shot.
Oh, I mean, just
kind
pepper
of.
it real good. Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
it's-
mind. It was.
Oh, season it.
Never mind.
You want to season it? No, it's slugs. You would want to go with slugs. The buckshot, yeah, that may work, but if you want more power, you would want slugs.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now,
I mean, yeah, but I mean, you know what? That shotgun though, the recoil on it, I don't feel like it was enough for that to have been slugs
Okay.
coming out of there.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Hey,
You know?
Kurt Russell was thin, dude. Did you notice
Oh
that?
yeah.
I thought he was muscular, but he was like a fit guy. You know,
Oh
Yeah,
dude,
he was
yeah,
more
that-
fit. I don't think it was ever like a big.
he feels. It looks like he could do a lot of pull-ups, but I don't know if he could
What do they call
deadlift.
that feather
Well-
hair?
Oh, dude, he was beautiful, dude.
Like,
Yeah. Well, like you kept pointing out, you're making us feel old, Will. You kept saying, man, this has been 40 years ago, 42 years ago since this movie came out.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, I mean, I was born in the late 80s,
Yeah.
but still, it's like, when you say this has been out for 40 some years, it
Yeah.
makes me feel old, man.
Yeah. All those dogs in that movie are dead, both on the film and off.
mm-hmm.
And then, I wonder what happened to the cast and crew. You know, that should be a good like. Where are they now?
All right, like a VH1,
Yeah,
you know?
behind the mystery.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't even recognize a lot of the.
Behind the film strip.
Yeah, some of it.
You know,
I didn't
instead
even
of behind
recognize
the
some of the names. The only names I recognized was Kurt Russell and Keith David, of course.
Yeah, yeah.
I think they're the only people that have done anything from that movie that I know of.
You know, I just realized there was not a single woman in that movie.
Yeah, not a single woman. That was the that was a big I guess you would call it sausage party.
Yeah.
Like there was no chicks, and then back then they didn't really have too many women on the cruise, right? So
I don't know.
that filming could have just been all dudes.
Yeah.
Wow, just a bunch of guys hanging out in the wilderness, freezing, no
Dude,
women
there
around.
was totally a wiener in there, right?
Yeah.
Right? Like when like Kurt Russell's calling for everybody.
Yeah.
There's a guy with his wiener out, right? He's not wearing any pants.
He wasn't supposed to do the scene like that. He just showed up.
Yeah,
He wanted to
and
flash his
they
wiener.
They didn't quite catch it in editing. Post-production.
Maybe he thought shooting was done for today, and he was just chilling around naked around the base.
He's just running around the set.
Oh, what was
He lost a bet to the director. Okay.
no? He
John
wanted to
Carpenter
keep
was
his.
like,
He wanted to keep his part.
you're gonna step out of this door and show us what you got.
I look at the cast and crew thing, and they all look super old.
No.
Yeah, like, well,
It was 40 years ago.
yeah,
I know,
it's
just
something like
looking at it.
Dr.
Oh,
Blair.
yeah,
he
yeah.
would have been Dr. Blair's the actor who plays Dr. Blair probably already dead.
Yeah, at least half of them are probably dead.
I'm trying to look at the horror review because I want to figure out like what kind of post that was supposed to be.
I found some interesting information that John Carpenter has stated that out of all of his films, The Thing was his favorite movie.
Because there was no women in it. Right, that was.
And then
can't say that.
And then another
My bad, I'm sorry.
another.
Big
interesting
Willie, you're
fact.
letting your misogyny show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I guess canceled already, Will.
No, guys.
Episode 1.
Guys,
we
come
haven't
on, we haven't
even
even-
made T-shirts yet.
We haven't even gotten out of the gate.
All
All right. If this was a horse race, all right, we'd have a freaking dud.
All
No,
right.
a sprained ankle we would have in that race.
I'm sorry, guys.
Take this guy out back.
I'm sorry.
He's limp.
So we already know he's the alien.
No, come on, guys.
He's already trying to tank the podcast.
No.
But
By the way, we're commandeering your equipment.
but I found out
Go
another.
tie him up and
interest-
leave him in the garage for a few days.
All right.
Found out another interesting fact. It has become a tradition in British Antarctic research stations to watch the thing as part of their midwinter feast and celebration held every June 21st.
Oh yeah, I forget that would be winter down there.
And then also, Kurt Russell took an extra long drag on his cigarettes at the beginning of certain shots to make sure his breath was more visible.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Did they say where they shot? Did they shoot in Antarctica?
Oh yeah.
Or did they shoot in Alaska?
It feels like an Alaska
It
deal.
was a
Right.
research team, so it probably makes sense that these guys probably couldn't shoot.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out what they were doing up there.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Where was the movie
I would-
filmed?
Yeah.
You know,
I would think it was.
no one in Hollywood is probably just like
Big Bear.
Northern California. Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right,
You
dude.
know?
It was
just
all
screen,
one set.
screen and
No,
put
there-
it into a warehouse and they just freeze the whole thing.
There was no green screen when they did that big shot. It was just a painting. Did you guys notice that? When
Yeah,
they did
matte
that,
painting.
yeah. The big shot of the Norwegian station. It was a painting, dude.
The UFO was a painting too.
Yeah. I don't know. I just thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
You know? Oh.
They're just standing around it.
I mean, that would have been cool to get paid to paint like stuff like that, you know?
The movie was shot in British Columbia,
Okay.
Oh,
the United States, and Alaska.
Okay, hell yeah.
I mean, is Alaska like its own country? Kind
I
of
don't
weird
know,
that they
it
would
was
differentiate
separate.
between like British Columbia,
We just don't want to admit
the
Alaska's part
USA,
of
and
us.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, was Alaska a state 40 years ago?
yeah, it was.
Okay. That was...
What was like Ford's Folly, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know this. What? Ford's Folly?
Right? Ain't that what they called Alaska? Because it was like everybody thought it was a mistake
Oh,
to
really?
buy it.
Oh yeah. I remember something about that. And but they bought from Russia
Russia.
real cheap.
Yeah, didn't they buy it in like 1849 though, or something? And then they made it a state. I don't remember, right?
Yeah.
I should brush up on my history. I don't know anything about this.
But most definitely, like I remember in 5th grade being taught Ford's Folly.
Yeah. I remember something about that. I just don't remember the details.
Call of the Wild,
But-
Jack
but
London.
But it turns out it was a
Oh, yeah.
good purchase because they
Oil.
found
Oh.
oil and also gold and silver. Gold and silver in them mountains.
There's gold in them there hills. Ooh.
See, maybe that's what they were. The team was doing because Kurt Russell was wearing that old timey
Prospector. Yeah.
hat. It reminded me of Prospector.
I mean, he's so cool he pulled it off, though. You know?
Okay, yeah, I see where it says the production lasted roughly 12 weeks, and they took place on refrigerated sets in Los Angeles as well as Juneau, Alaska,
Juneau?
J-U-N.
Yeah, that's the capital of
Juneau.
Alaska, Juneau.
Yeah, Alaska and Stewart, British Columbia.
Nice.
So,
Hell yeah.
so refrigerated sets. That's probably obviously the inside.
Yeah.
tour that they were showing.
It's just a big reefer van, you know? They probably just rented it from like an ice cream plant or something like that. But yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Well, hey guys, man, that's
That was a good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
You know, I don't remember the last time I saw that movie, but it's one of those movies that, you know, when you do see it, like everything just kind of comes back, but you're still surprised as it comes along.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I knew that was going to happen.
It's been a while since I watched it too.
That was my first time watching it, but the references have been like in different media. People has made different parodies. There was that Futurama episode where they were doing some like company training, and they did that, and then also obviously the hit video game series The Among Us.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it is pop culture, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just want to point out that the PS2 game, The Thing, was the shit. You know? I know nobody else played it, but goddamn, dude, that scared me as a kid. You know? I want to see this movie for about 15 years. You know? For real. Maybe longer than that.
There's a little thing to do. That was a little IMDb. They do mention that they're all worried about this organism being highly effective, but they all share a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like you said, it was pre HIV.
No, Kurt Russell, you know, when he was lighting it on fire, he was wearing eye protection, but literally nobody else in the movie wore eye protection. Like, was it Windows?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Windows was just like completely freaking covered in gore.
Yeah.
You know. So, what was like their standard of I don't even know what you would call it, PPE?
Yeah.
You know,
Protective equipment, or personal
Like-
protective
like-
equipment.
I think
Kurt Russell was like, I gotta be taken care of. You know.
I make the big bucks in this movie, so I gotta be taken care of.
Yeah.
I think even the goggles he wear, that was all like snow gear, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Not the black
Yes.
goggles.
That's not snow gear. You wouldn't wear some sort of tinted goggles in Antarctica.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Well, yeah, but when he was burning the body in the first place, they were clear goggles.
Oh, were they?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. When he was burning that stuff in the first time.
Yeah.
When they,
Maybe he was the smart one because he figured maybe the blood is what would transfer it if you get the blood in you.
Or he, he just practiced good safety, you know? All right, never mind. I'm sorry.
No, no.
Kurt Russell is OSHA certified.
He guys is OSHA 40. Yeah. Hell yeah, man. But yeah, dude, that is a good point, you know? You should have put. Oh man, someone just let out some air, dude. You should have just put one of the mics right next to it, dude. Just let the audience hear. Oh,
well, we can't all be like you. I mean, like, although I guess it would be like a little sweet payback for that time that you farted on my phone and David didn't even hear it.
it's
And this guy, he just grabs my phone and starts ripping ass on it to fart in his brother's ear. And he's like, "Did you hear that?" He's like, "No." But he just like shit all over my phone.
I mean, that was in the past, but yeah.
It was like 3 weeks ago.
Technically, it still
You just can't forgive some things, man. You just can't.
Yeah.
I think we call that recent history.
Yeah, I did do that. I like impulse control. That did happen. Oh man. But yeah, guys, fucking love the movie. You know, I enjoyed watching with you guys, and I hope that we could continue this podcast. I had a great time.
Should we sing out?
Yeah.
Fat
Fat guys in sci-fi.